You know, my daughter made a box in school the other day. It was a little box, and it reminds me of a story. There was a man who was a worker in a factory, and then he was coming out one day, and he had this wheelbarrow that he was pushing, and in the wheelbarrow was this beautiful box. And the security officer said, "Hey, what you got in the box?" The man said, "Sawdust." "Sawdust?" He says, "Yeah, sawdust. You know, the stuff that people sweep up off the floor. Well, they needed some sawdust, so I put it in this little box, and I want to take it home." He says, "Open the box." He opened the box, and in the box was sawdust. The man said, "Out you go," and the man left. The second day, the man came again with the box, this little box in the wheelbarrow. He says, "What's in the box?" "Same thing as yesterday, sawdust." Says, "You can go." The third day, same thing. Fourth day, same thing. Fifth day comes around. The man says, "Hey, you again?" He says, "Yep, it's me." "So you got sawdust in the box once again?" He says, "Yes." "Let me see the box." "Open the box." He opened the box, and inside the box was sawdust. He says, "I see you're right." He placed the box back in the wheelbarrow. He says, "Off you go." The sixth day, the seventh day, the eighth day, we're now up to the 12th day. Now the man who's the security guard says, so he let him go a few times because he wanted to catch him and say, "Now, tell me, what's in the box?" He said, "Same as it's always been for the last 11 days. Sawdust." He says, "Open the box." He opens the box, and lo and behold, in the box was sawdust. The man, the security guard, inspected it himself, and he places the box back in the wheelbarrow. And he says to him, "You know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. There's something about this that I just have a hunch about." And he says, "I think you're stealing something. So tell me, has sawdust always been in the box?" He says, "Yes, it's always been in the box." He says, "Are you lying or are you telling me the truth?" He said, "I'm telling you the truth." So the security guard said, "Well, let me make a deal with you. You tell me what you're stealing, and then I will let you go." He says, "Do you promise?" "Yes, put it in writing." He put it in writing. He signed it. He says, "Okay, tell me." He says, "Okay, come closer." When he leaned in, "I'm stealing wheelbarrows." Just like the security guard, we can be so preoccupied with the little things in life that we miss the big picture. We're so concerned about the little box about how someone speaks, the little box about what someone looks like, the little box in regards to their outward appearance, the little box in regards to, well, this person didn't have the same upbringing that I had. The little box of how much somebody makes or how big their house is or what type of car they drive. Those are little boxes that is no concern to God. God's concerned about the big box, the big picture. The big picture of where is God going to take that person for the glory of God. The big picture of if it wasn't for God's grace, where would you be? The big picture of just as we have received the love of Jesus Christ, so we have to give it to other people. If not, you're going to live the rest of your life, if you don't apply this message, being distracted by the little box of materialism, the little box of just my social media, making sure spending all my time on that more than spending time with Jesus. The little box of, I just got to keep working on what people think about me. The little box of missing the real reason why we're here as the Church of Jesus Christ. To impact this world. To see those who don't have anything and say, you know what, but for the grace of God, what little I have, I'm going to start sharing it. The little box of, I got to keep all that I have, and I'll pay all of my bills. And if I have a little bit of money, I'll just dust that to God, not realizing what the teaching is in regards to tithing, or completely ignoring it, the little box. God has so much in store for us if we take our eyes off of the little box and get the big picture. Let's pray.